Hello world! This is a response to all of Firefly Christian Guy's questions. There are 14 of them, so this video might get a little bit long, and it might be cut up into parts with little cheesy YouTube edits between, but I'll try and be as concise as possible. Beginning with the first question. Do you believe yourself to be God? That's a very strange question. I believe you are the master of your own body, so in that way you are sort of God of yourself. But do I believe myself to be a God? God, no. Me controlling time and space, the idea seems impossible. I won't say the idea is absolutely and 100% beyond shadow of a doubt impossible, but it's one of those things that is so ridiculously close to impossible that we don't even look into it. To think that a monotheist God would be showing himself among humankind is just short of ridiculous, because human nature is self-destructive. Human nature is greedy. So if any person were God, that person would tend to use their infinite powers and their infinite wisdom to their own gain, because that is the nature of humanity and the nature of all animal kind. You know, humans and kittens and monkeys will all be best friends until there's just enough food for one. And that's just the way we are. Moving on to question 2. Do you believe in abstinence or indulgence? We all indulge and we all abstain from different things. I abstain from sexual contact with animals and men, which some would say is a bad indulgence. But I don't abstain from smoking or drinking. I don't smoke tobacco. Tobacco is evil. But I think that we all overindulge in certain things and we all abstain from certain things, and that what we need to evaluate is not whether you are an abstinent person or an indulgent person, but whether the things that you choose to indulge in are not completely self-destructive, and the things that you choose to abstain from are not things that you maybe should participate in. The question is moral, not religious. The third question is, do you believe in viable existence or spiritual pipe dreams? I believe in what is. I do not believe in what is not. I know it's kind of a bit of a cop-out agnostic answer, but the thing about pipe dreams is this. I've had a lot of pipe dreams, but not very many of them have come true. And there's the truth about pipe dreams. It's not that they're all impossible, it's that they're all implausible. Question number 4. Do you believe in wisdom or hypocritical self-deceit? First off, I think that's a bit of a loaded question. I think sometimes it's necessary to disregard wisdom for the self, and sometimes it's necessary to disregard self for wisdom. The trick is knowing the difference. But I think that I have gone in a direction that you didn't even mean for the question to go, so I'll just move on. Question 5. Do you reward those who deserve it rather than wasting love on ingrates? I say love is never wasted. It can be misplaced, it can be misguided, it can be misappropriated, it can be dangerous, but I don't think love can ever be wasted. Question 6. Do you believe in vengeance rather than turning the other cheek? I believe in turning the other cheek. Vengeance is a natural human consequence, otherwise we wouldn't have to have laws against it. But I definitely believe in turning the other cheek and helping your fellow people and all of those wonderful little hippie concepts. Question 7 is basically, do you believe in demon possession as a viable defense for a crime? It really depends on the crime. If it's a serious crime, I don't care. If the person did it, I don't care what their excuse is. If this person is possessed by a demon, we need to lock them up anyway. We cannot allow people to be wandering the streets and, I was possessed by a demon. That's why I steal cupcakes, rob banks, and rape children. It's not a viable excuse. If someone is stealing a stick of gum and says, oh, the demon made me do it, and they really believe it, pat them on the head and send them on their way. I don't care. But serious crimes need to be prosecuted. because they're designed to protect me and you and all of us from all the crazy people out there that want to turn us into their sex toys and their murder dolls. Question 8 and 9 are essentially the same, so I'll combine them into one answer. Essentially, what they ask is, do you believe that man is just another animal, governed by their instincts, therefore they can disregard the doctrines of old religions to appease these instincts, thereby committing all sins of the Bible? Here's the thing. I believe people are animals. It's been proven. We are vicious animals, as was stated in the question, but not in my interpretation of it. We are vicious against ourselves and vicious against other animals. But the thing is, on questions like this, we can't be all in or all out, because they're so complicated. Things like all biblical sins. There are hundreds of pages in the Old Testament dedicated to the laws of biblical sin, and frankly, bunches of them don't apply anymore because we don't wear this or that or the other, or we don't take wool from that type of goat anymore, or whatever. But you can't ever memorize and abstain from every single biblical sin. Some are harmful, likewise some are harmless. I believe in good judgment is what I believe in, and I think that society needs to help regulate instincts that are potentially harmful to human society because we must exist together. But I don't think that religion is necessary in that equation. Question 10, do you think you're a friend of the church? I have no church affiliation. 11, do you believe in the golden rule? Yeah, no-brainer. 12, let the weak die off? No, I don't think so. I think humanism is beyond religion, and I think that letting the weak die off would be irresponsible, partially because I'm the weak, and probably a lot of you people out there are the weak too. If all of a sudden society decided to let the weak die off, I mean, we're the weak. We don't know how to kill animals without sophisticated weaponry and, cut off their hide and tan it over a tree. Not most of us anyway. We would be sunk. Us Westerners, us cushy Westerners would be sunk if all of a sudden someone decided that the weak should die off. So no, I don't think that we should let the weak die off. Live and let live. Number 13, taxation of churches. That's tough, because not all churches are non-profit organizations. I do believe that some churches are just too poor to be taxing. So it's a very complicated question, and I'm just going to have to pass on that one. Question number 14, do you believe all religion should be removed from all law? Yes, I do, because if you combine religion and law, what you have is theocracy. And theocracy has a bad problem with oppressing people and slaughtering innocents. So, yeah, remove church from state, separation church and state, U.S. Constitution, read it. Number 15, I'm going to have to take one at a time. Do you hate stupidity? No, I seek to educate. Pretension. I dislike pretension quite a bit. I think often pretension comes from people wanting to care about something when they don't. So I think pretension can be a very sad thing, but no, I don't hate it. Self-deceit. Self-deceit is a sad thing, but it's something that I think every single human being has indulged themselves in at some point, and will indulge themselves in again soon, or is doing it right now, are doing it right now. Conjugation, whatever. Conformity. Conformity is a difficult thing. It's a comfortable thing. I think of myself as a nonconformist, but I do conform to certain things. So I suppose we're all conformists in our own way, we're all nonconformists in our own way, and I'll leave it at that. Pride. Pride is a difficult thing. I don't hate it. I don't really hate anything. I don't believe in hating. And lack of aesthetics. How can you dislike someone just because they're ugly? That's... Oh, come on, guys. Didn't we watch our Beauty and the Beast? I don't hate any of those things, and I don't hate religion, but I think that religion often reveals the dark side of things and the dark side of people, because religion tries to get people to think in black and white oftentimes, and things are not black and white. In fact, I can think of no things in my entire life that are entirely black or entirely white. Everything is this muddled gray, and the one of the fascinating things about going through life is picking through all of this gray to find your own enlightenment. Anyway, more things to think about from the whole damnation. Peace and pieces.